Jewish tradition names David as the author of the Book of Psalms, and Solomon as the author of the Song of Songs in his youth, of Proverbs in his middle age, and of Ecclesiastes in his old age. However, modern scholars believe that many authors contributed to these books over centuries. So these are some of the books that we're going to be studying in Chapter 10, the books of wit and wisdom that we call the wisdom books. And in the Catholic Bible, there are 7 of them. These are books of poetry: Job, Psalms, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, Song of Songs, Wisdom, Ecclesiastes, or Ecclesiasticus, which is also called Sirach or Ben Sira. And you see the asterisks here because these are additional. We find these in the Catholic Bible, but not the Protestant Bible or the Tanakh, which is the Jewish list of books. The book of Job examines one of life's most perplexing questions. Why do the good suffer? Why do the innocent suffer? Because at this time, early on, people did not have a clear understanding of life after death. They did not have the same concept of heaven, hell, and purgatory that we are going to see by the time of the book of Daniel, the first and second books of Maccabees, and the time of Jesus. So in this book, Job is a righteous man who is totally devoted to God. In a sudden series of catastrophes brought on by Satan, with God's sovereign permission, Job loses family, fame, fortune, and fitness. Job and his friends search for answers to the question, why? But no conventional answer is adequate. Finally, Job surrenders when confronted by God himself, when he realizes that he is in the hands of a loving, sovereign God. You could think of the Psalms as singing and praying to God with all our emotions, with all our experiences, all our humanity. They were written over 1,000 years of Israel's history, from the time of Moses to the return from exile in Babylon. The Psalms are attributed to at least 7 named authors, the most famous being David. The Psalms express the diversity of human emotion: praise of God, thanks, anger, fear, lament, petition, and overwhelming confidence in God. Many of the words of the Psalms you will see Jesus praying, really emphasizing the full human nature of Jesus, as well as his full divine nature. The Psalms can be divided into 3 basic categories: help, thanks, and wow. Help means their prayers of petition, repentance, and lament. Thanks mean their prayers of thanksgiving to God. And wow, of praise and wonder at God. Proverbs have 900 short, pithy statements that present God's principles for wise and godly living. In Ecclesiastes, the key word is vanity, emptiness, or meaninglessness. Ultimate satisfaction comes not from the good things of this life, but from the giver of life, God. The Song of Songs is also called the Song of Solomon. It extols the bliss of married love and the deep devotion of spouses for each other. It speaks to the heartaches and challenges of marriage as well. It is also seen as symbolic of the union of God and the chosen people, and the union of Christ and his church. Wisdom is the last book of the Bible to be written, around 50 BC. It describes wisdom as a good and wise woman. Finally, Ecclesiasticus, also called Ben Sira or Sirach, uses the categories of Greek philosophy. It identifies God's wisdom with the law. And those are the books of wisdom.